Yo, what's up, folks? Here we are once again on another beautiful Wednesday here at the Wheelhouse. Today is November the 8th, and my name is Wheelchair Rick. I am a T3, T4 complete paraplegic, and today we bring you another brave soul coming to us all the way from New Hampshire. We're going to get to her in just a minute, but before we do that, let's roll the intro. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. All right, y'all, let's give it up for Lidnsey Kennel. What's going on, girl?
What up?
Oh, you're about to get to spitting, huh? Getting it down. Get you going. You ever tried to rap?
Badly.
Badly, huh? Was never worked out for you?
Yeah, no. I like music, and I love, actually, I don't like music. I love music, but yeah, it's not, I get all twisted and start friggin' stuttering, da 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 da.
Hey, I totally understand that. We all had to start somewhere, and I actually did rap for a long time, as I was telling you before we got on. And
Yeah.
it takes a long time to be able to ride the beat and, actually go with it. Now, this is a live show, as you know, and everybody else watching. If you guys are commenting, and if it's worth asking, we will ask our guest here today. Stormy says we need some wheelchair rap battles. I like that. Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
That would be something I would actually watch. I would put it on my watch list, and I'd watch it every time they came out with a brand new episode,
Yeah.
just like Game of Thrones. All right, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, let people know who you are, your accident that you had, and what level of injury became of that.
All right. I'm Lidnsey Kennel. Like you said, I'm from Dover, New Hampshire. I was actually injured when I was 14, so I'm 32 now. That's I think 18 years ago or some shit like that. I don't know. It's been forever. But anyway, so I'm 14. I was 14. I got into a car accident. Bunch of friends just fucking off, just driving down a road that was not paved, just being dumb. And I saw the tree coming and I ducked. I just got scared, so I ducked. So I broke C3 to C7, and I'm incomplete. So yeah,
Man.
that's what happened to me. But yeah, I'm just living life, man.
One day at a time. Right.
Yeah.
18 years ago. You've been down for quite a while.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I've lived 10 fucking lifetimes right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I get to the next question, it kind of, while you say that, it is. It's a whole new, you learn a whole new set of rules, set of skills, and you got to say goodbye to your old life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
My next question is kind of a weird one, and I don't know if you've heard it before, but it's would you walk if you could? By that, what I mean is if you could go back to that time of that accident and you could stop yourself from getting in that accident, live the rest of your life out normal, but without the knowledge that you have today, would you do that, or would you stay where you're at?
Oh, that's so hard. That's a hard ass question. Honestly, I'd probably stay where I was at. I love my life, and I just love how resilient I am, and how I may not be able to stand on my own feet, but I only have one leg, but can't stand on my one foot. But hey, I fucking have tried, and I've crawled my way out of hell 1,000 times over. So I'll definitely choose to stay right here. Absolutely.
Nice.
I mean, if I could be a para or something, at least have half the body, that would be cool. But
Yeah, it does
I'd
make
rather
life a lot easier
yeah,
having.
maybe some hands, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's all right. I'll stay where I am for sure. If I can, yeah, keep the knowledge for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Al about that, and he's like, "Shut up, asshole. At least you got hands at work." I'm like, "Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he shoots a gun better than I do." So I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy. It's a trade-off. Next question to you is dating/married. Was that any different before and after? Did you know anybody that stuck with you? How did that work?
So I was 14 when it happened, so that was just all very
Oh, right.
starting, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I wasn't like a perfect angel, but obviously, like, it was young, so I didn't really have anything too serious at that time. But yeah, I'm 32 now, and I just started dating someone that, well, not just, we've been together for like a year and a half, and we went to middle school together actually, so it was crazy.
Nice.
He actually had a crush on me, and I like totally like ignored him and like didn't pay any attention to him, and then like years later we like just reconnected, and yeah, so it's
Heck yeah.
definitely different. It's new. I'm 32 and I feel like I'm 15 again. So
You're right. I mean, that's awesome though.
yeah.
Anybody that'll take the, not look at you as just the chair itself, because that's what a lot of people I
Yeah.
think they think is like they just see the chair, they don't see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could find somebody that can overlook that, I mean, you're in good hands.
Yeah.
Um, n-
Absolutely.
my next question to you is pet peeves. What are your pet peeves
Oh,
about being in a wheelchair?
oh my God, there's so many. Probably just having to always depend on people, no matter what. You like, just like you can't just go off. You just like have to be like, oh well, wait, I have to make sure I get up that day, or I have to make sure that like I have someone to put me in bed. Like, so that's definitely tough. The loss of full independence for sure is like hard to deal with, and then like just people just not treating you normal, like you're like a disease, or like, oh, I'm gonna catch the cripple if I even like say hi to you or something. Like,
Catch the cripple.
like what the fuck? Like, I'm a normal human. Like,
Right.
I'll talk shit right back. So let's go.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, and this lifestyle, it's something where, even growing up in school, you never picture yourself in that position. You always see somebody like that and you're like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. That'll never be me. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
don't have to worry about that until you do,
yeah,
and then you're like, well, you know what I mean? Now what do I do? You know what I mean? So it's like
literally,
I think that the communities that are developing throughout the nation, and just the world really, but just our nation in general, is starting to become more and more, that I think it is becoming a little easier to be, to wake up in that hospital bed and realize, like, oh shoot, like
yeah,
now I have to live this life. Now you have to figure out what to do, and to be able to reach out to other people, I think is awesome, and that's what we're trying to do here. So
yeah.
thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, no, I love it because when my injury first happened, there wasn't anything like this, like we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have Facebook, we had MySpace, and there wasn't people on there like living in a wheelchair saying like, "Hey, you can do it too." Nowadays, you can go on and you can at least find 10 plus influencers that are, in a wheelchair and sharing their life and just showing how normal it can be. So it's nice to have that.
Yeah, I love trying to
But
support as many as I can. Anybody that wants to take
yeah,
time out of their life to make a video about anything like, wheelchair paralyzed, genre,
yeah,
whatever, I try to give them a like and try to support as
yeah,
much as I can.
absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, being in the hospital bed at 14, I definitely would have liked to have some more videos. So the more the merrier.
right, absolutely. What is something that you wish you could do now that you can no longer do that you could do before?
Hmm. I want to go with like the cliche, wipe my own ass, but
Oh
um,
man,
Uh, probably like get dressed. I love clothes. Style is like my favorite. Getting dressed and like it's just that like routine, and I miss that for sure.
right. Heck yeah, it's the first time I've heard that. Both times actually, the whole wipe my own ass and the get dressed thing. I've never heard both those before.
You never know
Congratulations
what's
on
gonna come out of my mouth, Rick.
that. Hey, I'll give you one of these for it. But um, all right, on to this next question. This is technically not a question, but I just started asking it because I thought of it. And I have names for mine. Do you name your wheelchairs or your wheelchair?
No, actually, I haven't. I named my van the sexy van. Well, every van that I've had has been the sexy van, but no, I totally should name my chair. That's really funny, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I named my van Sassy only because she doesn't like to open the doors of the ramp. Sometimes she gets like cold, and then she wants to act sassy about it.
That's funny.
Speaking of which, my ramp broke the other day. I have one of those that go in the floor and out,
Oh
and the whole
yeah.
mechanism broke. So now, like you said earlier, having to rely on somebody, I have to rely on my fiance to like either her or my
Oh
caregiver to
yeah.
pull it out manually. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's not
Um,
that would not be fun in the winter either. Getting
no,
cold.
definitely not. I mean, luckily we got our garage fixed now, so we can be able to be in a
Oh
warm
yeah.
garage, which is a whole lot better.
Oh yeah.
Um, I'll ask you this one too. What do you do for fitness?
Talk shit. No, I'm just kidding. Just like I'm just trying to be active as I can. Like, I get up every day. Because there was a time in my life where I definitely like got really depressed, and I just like lived in bed for like 5 plus years. Probably it was crazy. It was just like where I am now. It's like I have to get up every day, or if not, I'm gonna go fucking stir crazy. So I
Yeah,
at least try to get up every day if it's nice out. Get out, run around, like move my arms as much as I can. So yeah.
right,
Go
for
to
sure.
PT, definitely go to PT and OT, but it's on hold right now because you know how that is. They like to only take you for so long, and then you have to like take that little break because of insurance. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They had me on that stuff too for a while until I told them I could do it myself, and I just like I go home and I do my bands. I got my
Oh,
TheraBands, so I could do like all kinds of
yeah.
crazy stuff like that. Um, but yeah, we make do with what we got. Hey, thanks everybody
Oh
watching
yeah.
so far. We've had a number of different people commenting. Mike, Daniel,
Nice.
see you guys out there. Everybody else, thanks for commenting and watching. Um, what is the next one? Oh, there we go. What's your pain level like?
Fortunately, really good. I definitely have my days where like my dysreflexia will be like off the charts and just not, but for the most part, very moderate. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have being 18 years in and the damage that I did to my body being in on bed rest for so long. I'm like totally lucky to not have to deal with too much pain. So
Right. Yep, I
yeah,
know it's different for everybody. That's one of the reasons I ask. Because it can be
yeah,
unbearable at times. You know what I mean? And like the stuff
oh
that they
yeah,
give you nowadays, I mean, half that stuff will kill you.
yeah, seriously. Oh
Um,
yeah.
what do you feel about medical marijuana? You partake?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge promoter of medical marijuana.
Nice, nice. I need to get a button
Oh
with like
yeah.
Cheech and Chong or something so I can hit it every time somebody says
Oh
that.
yeah, you should. Or like a sound that makes like a bong hit.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. See, new ideas, new things every time we go live.
Oh yeah.
Um, next question to you is what helped you the most after your injury?
Mm. Like finding the most normalcy I could, like with my family. Probably like just family, and that's really it. Because I a lot to like it was hard because a lot of my friends like disappeared when I was 14. I didn't. I like so it was hard, but yeah. Family for sure, and just like the little bit of normalcy that you could find helped a lot. Music for sure. Music was like 1,000% like a savior, and
Mm.
laughter, laughter,
Oh yeah, you
laughter.
gotta laugh or you'll cry. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, literally, yeah.
That's
But
definitely
yeah,
one thing I've noticed. Like, being in this life is, like it's always when you wake up and you really realize, and it's not just right when you wake up too. It'll take you a couple weeks to like really snap in to be like, oh man.
yeah,
But you have a choice, and I always said there was two roads: the high road or the low road. You're either gonna take the high road and make the best out of it. You can take the low road and be like, oh, woe is me, poor
yeah,
me. You know what I mean? Like, and
you
I don't know. I've seen both sides of it, but I
yeah,
think
same,
you know it's good to
yeah,
stay positive, especially like you said, with as many people out there now that are showing you that it's possible.
yeah,
There's no excuse to not try to stay
absolutely,
positive and not make the best of it.
yeah.
Um, but it is hard with some people without help. You know what I mean? Like you said,
Oh
without
yeah,
having somebody
like
to help you.
yeah, like I went through a huge depression last year because, after COVID, it seemed like it just shut the whole healthcare system down. So it was getting harder and harder to find caregivers. And the nursing company that I had was, at the time, they changed it, thank God. But like at the time, they were only paying $12.75 for a caregiver. I'm not gonna find someone to friggin' do all that I need for $12.75. Are you fucking crazy? Like, so
Right.
I went like a whole winter without anybody. It was miserable, and it was like just like it was awful. So yeah, no, it definitely is hard to not get in that headspace when you're not like being taken care of every day or getting out of bed every day, or like, that's daunting on your mental.
Yeah. A lot of people don't
But
realize, seeing people like, like the happy quadriplegic, for instance, my buddy Maldito, or me, or somebody that's online that's either an influencer, does a lot of like picture posting. They don't see the behind the scenes. You know what I mean? They don't see the people or
no.
the things that are keeping these people going. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, you never know what it is. You never know what their outside life is like.
Absolutely, yeah. Like
Um,
I'm pretty positive and a happy person, and like, look at the best, but like definitely this last year, like it got to me for sure, because that shit's hard. It's definitely like it ain't fucking easy. This life ain't for no pussies. That's what I always say.
no, for sure. Like my grandmother used to say, God gives his hardest or his toughest battles to his, or hardest battles to his toughest soldiers, or however that goes.
Yep. Amen to that.
Next question I have for you is, what about hobbies? Before or
Ooh.
after, did you do the same thing? Well, I mean, because you were young.
Yeah.
I don't know if you may be into sports or anything. Did you do the same thing after, or did you switch it up? Did you find new hobbies? How did that work?
Yeah, I definitely found like when I was younger, I played basketball, so that was definitely like really hard to lose. And I've just now been like getting back into like my boyfriend plays on a men's league, so I'll go and watch him play. And a lot of the guys that play, I actually like used to play with. So at first that was like hard to watch, but like now it's like I'm like back into like watching and like having that competitive like streak, because that never goes away.
Right.
But I did start like being like more artistic after my accident. Like I started painting, and I do photography. I like dabble in photography. It's on my page if anybody wants to check it out. But yeah, definitely more artistic, more softer side of Lindsay. So yeah.
Nice. And we're gonna put
Yeah.
all your stuff in the description after we do all this. We'll get your like Instagram or whatever. Make sure people
All
can just
right.
click right on it. That'll be
Yeah.
all available after the video. If you're watching this video after we're live, go ahead and look down. It's probably there. PJ Hager said, Rick, what's in your cup? Well, PJ, this is liquid vegetable juice.
Dessert. Don't lie. Don't lie. You know
No, I'm
you
just
be
bullshitting.
sipping it.
This is whiskey and Coke.
Hell yeah.
Actually, it's Pepsi. I prefer Pepsi. I don't know why. All right. Next question is traveling. Do you like to travel?
I've only traveled once on a plane being in a wheelchair, and they broke my manual wheelchair. So it's been, I like, that's something that I do want to try, like, in this next year for sure, is traveling. Because I see all these people that, like, we were talking about influencers and stuff that are traveling and making it work. So I would definitely like to try that out. I'm definitely like, I'm not gonna, like, I definitely have anxiety about it because I'm like, don't break my chair. Like, I don't want that to happen. So,
Yeah. That's the
it's
biggest I've
nerve
seen is like
wracking.
the nightmarish airplane. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
actually watched, I don't know if you've ever heard of Gemma. She's across seas. I can't think of her, like what her channel is, but she's had two chairs broken. I've watched it, like the whole thing where
Yeah.
they brought them back and there's just pieces like in bags. And there's so many. It's like it never stops. And I know that
Yeah.
they're trying to get it to where you can just go right on the plane and park. I don't know why that's not a thing. At least give us like six
Yeah.
spaces or something per flight.
Yeah.
You would think.
Hopefully soon, because I feel like if the more and more we make a big stink about it, like it will. But it sucks that like you have to go through all these horror stories in order to like get change, like to get the change that we need for sure.
Right. Um. Yeah, I've never really been much of if I'm traveling, I'm just gonna drive. I'll see the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, well, at least my country. I don't have any
Yeah.
aspirations of leaving,
Right.
especially not now with everything going on.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much the last question. I think it's one of the most important. What would be the best piece of advice you could give to somebody that's newly injured right now watching this?
Man. That's rough. That's hard. Just don't give up. Just like, yeah, it may be tough right now, but life is so fucking beautiful, and you're here for a reason. Like God's not gonna, you know, whatever you can't, like, you can handle it. You can get through it. Like, it's not. It may suck, but just and lean into your friends and lean into family and who's there and lean into yourself too. Just know that, like, just because you can't walk, like, trust me, I felt like I've moved like 5 mountains by now. So you can do it. You can fucking get through it. Like, you may not be able to stand on your own 2 feet, but you definitely can get through it.
You may not be able to stand on your own 2 feet, but you could stand on your own 2 feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Yeah, I like that. Let's give a round of applause. All right. Well, thanks for coming, Lindsey. It's been a blast. Like I said, after we're done with all this and I get a chance to go through and edit the description and everything, we're going to put all your stuff in there. I think you just got like what, an Instagram page, anything, YouTube page.
Oh yeah. And no, I forgot. I gotta shout out my. I'm an admin to a Facebook page called Wheel Life. Everybody get on it and join it. And
Wheel Life.
It's called Wheel Life. So get on it and start the conversation, people.
I like it. All right, check that out, Wheel Life. We might even put a link of that in the description. I don't know. And then, we're going to be back next week with a new guest. But until then, Lindsey, stick with me real quick. We'll be right with you. To everybody else, check this out. Hold on. Before we leave you, I was thinking of coming up with these new catchphrases. You know what I mean? Like every time you leave. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Hold on, wait a second. We have a question from Amber Adnit. What does C3, C7 mean? That is a quadriplegic injury level. It's like neck vertebrae.
Yeah, basically my whole cervical.
Yep, has gotten injured. Thanks for the question, Amber. But anyway, here's my thing. So I'm going to end it with this, and then you guys put it in the comments if you liked it or not. If you can't walk tall and carry a big stick, roll fast and carry a Tommy gun. See you next time.